Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Laverne Pompey Benefield, your go-to real estate agent serving the Las Vegas and the Henderson, Nevada area. And today we're going to be talking about something that's on every buyer's and seller's mind as we close out the end of the year, and that's interest rates. They can either make or they can break a deal, but if you know how to work with them, they can actually be a huge advantage for you. So whether you're looking to buy your dream home or if you're looking to sell your property before the end of the year, stay tuned. I'm going to talk to you and share about 5 important things that you should consider, maybe a little bit more than 5 in the middle there, in regards to interest rates and how they can impact your real estate decision. And as we always like to say on this channel, let the show begin because we're getting after it right now. The first thing that you want to make sure you do is understand the interest rates of your local market. That's why you really want to make sure that you speak to us first as a real estate agent. We will connect you to a lender. You can decide between that lender, a few lenders that you may be talking to, but you want to make sure you get together with these people so you set your plan. Sometimes people think that, oh, let me clear up my credit, and you may already be in the area that your credit needs to be in, and that's why it's important for you to talk to us as well as to a lender to make sure that we put the right plan together specifically for you. So with that, it is crucial to understand the current interest rate and the trends, especially again, like we said, in the local market. Right now, interest rates have been fluctuating, but at the end of the year, it's traditionally a time when they can start to stabilize. However, we have, of course, knowing that the Feds have cut in early September, there's supposed to be another cut here in November. We'll determine if that happens or if that has happened or what have you. But again, based upon that information, that's why you want to connect with ourselves as a real estate agent or a real estate team, and then also make sure we get you connected to a lender so you know exactly what is happening, especially locally in regards to the market and specifically for you and your family. Now, again, just as a reminder, here in Las Vegas and the Henderson Valley, I should say, the interest rates are closely tied to the national economic factors, but local markets also, again, play a role. Now, as a potential buyer or a seller, you'll want to keep your eye on any announcement from the Federal Reserve as they often adjust rates, hopefully again, either in November or have, based upon that information as far as the economic things that are happening in the nation. And again, we as an agent and also connecting you to your lender will be able to let you know what's happening in that sense. And a little bit of a pro tip here, ask your lender what rates are expected to do in the coming months and how they've changed over the past year. Knowing whether these rates are likely to rise or fall will help you time your decision in regards to making the best decision for you and your family. And they'll be able to really look at your specific terms as far as what's going on for you in order for them to help you make that decision. Number 2, we want to make sure that we understand the difference between a fixed rate and what's called an ARM or a flexible rate. In a market like this, where interest rates may rise in the near future or fall, in this somewhat turbulent interest rate market, it's best for you to really understand what's going on so that you can determine if you want to lock your rate, or if you're thinking about selling your property, then you want to figure out the long-term situation as far as what's happening with these rates. Now, on the other hand, if you're planning to sell in a few years, or if you want to move again, maybe an adjustable rate mortgage might make sense because the initial rate could be lower, potentially saving you money. But again, ask your lender which type of mortgage makes the most sense for you based upon your timeline, your terms. It's a small question, but that could save you thousands of dollars. Okay, really important question there. Third thing I want you thinking about this is, how do interest rates affect your monthly payment? You want to ask your lender that. Now, let's talk about the most direct impact as far as interest rates have for you. Your monthly mortgage payment, even a small change in the rates can make a big difference as far as what people want to pay monthly each month. Because sometimes people are looking at the monthly payment versus looking at the expense of the home. So you really want to understand what do these interest rates actually look like? Where can I lock them in? Where can I adjust them? All of those different types of things. You want to understand that range. Sellers, this is important for you too now. If buyers are facing higher interest rates, they may not be able to afford as much house, which could limit your potential buyer pool. So when you're setting the price, what you really want to make sure that you're speaking to us and is helping you set that price correctly as far as what the market is telling us. We want to make sure that we can put it out there so we open open your pool up to much more buyers that can afford your beautiful home. Fourth thing I want you thinking about is buying down your rate with points. Another key strategy for both the buyers and the sellers is to consider buying down the rate with points. If you haven't heard of this, let me explain a little bit. You can pay extra up front, and that's called points, to lower your mortgage rate over the life of the loan. This can be a great option if you plan on staying in your home for a long time. Buyers, this could save you again a lot of money over the years. And sellers, offering to buy down a buyer's rate could make your property more attractive in a high rate environment. It's a win-win. It really is. Always ask your lender again, what are my options for buying down the rates or paying with points? Especially if you're selling, talk to me about how much this can make your home more competitive as well, okay? Fifth thing that we want you guys thinking about here, one of our fifth tips, is really the refinance opportunities in regards to looking at rates. Now, with this, again, rates may seem high, but don't forget about the potential to be able to turn around and refinance the property later, or refinance your mortgage, I should say, later. Many buyers get worried when they see higher interest rates and they hesitate to make a move. I don't want you locked in. I don't want you stopping and not making movements because there is the fear factor of what are these interest rates going to do? Will I get a lower rate next time? So forth and so on. We really want to make sure we're talking to the lender, asking lenders these great questions about potentially refinancing your property down the road or refinancing your mortgage down the road. Does it make sense for you to move now? How long can you afford the payments that you're looking at actually right now today? And if you can afford those payments that you're looking at today, then I say this is the time for you to be making that decision and making that move. So again, guys, in regards to looking at these interest rates, don't let these current rates lock you in without you speaking to the professionals. Myself, a lender, we can put that plan together for you so that you are making the best decisions and the best choices for you and or your family in regards to you purchasing and or selling your property here. So one of the biggest things I also want you to really be thinking about is this for us, guys, the refinancing side of things. These are some things you can ask the lenders. Here's some extras. Ask the lender, if you were to purchase the property now, if you were to get into this, can you adjust your rate later on down the road? If you're starting it and it's at 5.9% and all of a sudden it drops down to 5.4% by the time you actually close on your loan, can you adjust that if you happen to lock in? Or if you happen to buy your property and maybe a year goes by, maybe a year and a half goes by, can you turn around and adjust that rate without fees? Talk to your lender about that. That's a really important one as well. Maybe they can work with you in regards to you refinancing a year later, and you don't have to come to the table with more money because you've already purchased your property. So all those different types of things can be great ways that you can look at your interest rate. Don't let what you believe the rates might do in the future, what may happen with whatever it may be, politics, the end of year, holidays, all those types of things. Look at what's currently happening for you and your situation. If it works for you now today and it's a great time for you to jump in, I would 100% make sure that you jump in, because these interest rates here in the Las Vegas area, whether you're buying or selling real estate here in Las Vegas, they can be phenomenal as far as finding you a great opportunities now versus waiting on interest rates to hopefully get to something that we're looking for. Again, you can refinance down the road. You can talk to these lenders, get all of these things together for you in order for you to really make sure that you can take advantage of these interest rates without feeling as though you've moved too early. You want to make sure, this is a big thought, you get the best price for your property, both on the sales side as well as for my sellers. Make sure that we get the best price in regards to getting your property sold. We want to think best price because that's going to be the thing that is truthfully locked in. And then the interest rates will have some flexibility. So again, you can get the interest rate you're looking for now versus waiting for it long term. Hopefully that hasn't been too confusing, and hopefully you'll be able to take some of these points, take them to your lender. Again, reach out to us. We'd love to make sure that we can assist you in regards to helping introduce you to a lender and making sure everything gets sort of kind of locked in and ready to go. We get that plan. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning into the video, and we will see you in our next one. Take care. We have seen that 91% of you watching our videos actually are not even subscribed. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead, tap that bell down below so that you can subscribe and not miss out on future videos when we release them. It helps us bring you more great content, and you'll be the first to know when we drop new videos.